Hello, this is Dr. Tess. Today I'm going to tell you a true story. Many years ago, my team and I had a very difficult patient. Difficult in the sense that no matter what we did, we just could not figure out what was wrong with this young woman. All her lab investigations, blood, urine, stool, the scans, x-rays, everything was excellent. Yet she lay in bed, pale and exhausted. Finally, though, after several weeks, she got better enough, well enough to be sent home. But not before I found out from her records that we actually lived on the same street. I introduced myself to her, gave her my house address, and invited her to visit me. 2 days after her discharge, she came to my house in the middle of the night. She was weeping. It turned out that her partner, her boyfriend of many years, had recently passed on from complications related to HIV, and she thought she might be infected. Now, this was way back when HIV test was not routine. We didn't know what to do about HIV then, and drugs were very expensive, and you actually had to pay for it. This was way before PEPFAR funds. When I asked her if she would like to take the HIV test, her reaction was like, no, no, no. That night, though, we became friends. For many years after this, our friendship blossomed. I moved out of that street, and once in a while we would meet. Many years down the line, I saw this young lady again, and I was absolutely shocked by her appearance. She had lost weight, she, she had ugly rashes around her body. She looked really terrible. She asked me if I could remember the conversation we had many years before, and I said, sure. She told me she thought she was dying. She was coughing out blood, she was having diarrhea. All the symptoms of full blown AIDS were visible. I asked her this time if she would still be willing to take the HIV test, and reluctantly, she said yes. I took her to the Asokoro Hospital where her blood samples were taken and the HIV test was done. When it was time to take the results, she wouldn't wait, and I had to take this result to her office. It took a while to get her attention for me to tell her that her test results was negative. I will never forget the shock and the disbelief as she broke down in tears and hugged me and said, Tess, do you know I have been waiting to die? For 10 years, I have been waiting to die. For 10 years, she believed that she had the virus, but she didn't have the courage to take the test. And every single sign and symptom of HIV was present. But guess what? Within 2 weeks of knowing that she was negative, you know what happened? Her skin cleared up. All the symptoms she had experienced stopped. She gained weight, she got better, she looked excited, she was happy. What do you think happened? Or what do you think is the moral of this story? Her mind. She completely believed that she was HIV positive. And by believing that, by owning that, by thinking about that, her body reacted by manifesting all of the symptoms that she was imagining. The moral of this story is that the mind and the body are intimately related. Whatever goes on in your mind has a very direct influence on your body. So even if it is your imagination, even if it is your thinking, trust me, the physical manifestations will not be imaginary. It goes back to what we've been talking about. When you think in terms of health, when you talk in terms of health, when you talk in terms of wellness, your body reacts by supporting that, by giving you chemicals that support wellness, by supporting wholeness. But if you think in terms of ill health, if you enjoy talking about your symptoms, if you enjoy talking about your aches and your pains, what do you know? Your body will release the right chemicals to sustain those emotions, to sustain those physical negativities, causing you to fall ill. So it is important that you guard your mind. It is important that you be mindful of those words that say, let the weak say, I am strong. Because something physical and something somatic actually happens when you think, whether it is positive or negative. Your body will react in response to your thoughts. The mind is a powerful tool, and you can use your mind, you can work with your mind to maintain good health, or you can use your mind to destroy your health. Choose wisely. Think in terms of health, and good luck with that.